Hello, and today I'll be teaching you how to do the wheel swapping from one car to another. I'm sorry if the audio isn't that good, as it's currently 2 a.m. and I'm trying to be quiet. Step 1 is you need to scout the wheels which you want. For this example, we're going to be stealing the wheels off of this M8 GTE. And then step 2 is find the file, open it, and these vary for every single one, but for this it is going to be both, well, wheel.etc. and wheel. Missed that. Whoops. And to double check, you would have to click this, open with, and then use Notepad, and it will tell you as well, usually, what it uses. For this, it uses wheel, S, and car rotor. Those are the files which give it its looks. Then, for this example, we're going to be using the 2003 Renault Sport Clio V6 Phase 2, but I've named it the Test Mule. Usually, I make a copy of the file and then put it into a separate location, which I had nicknamed myself ModLabs, which you cannot see as there are other files which I don't need you guys to see. And you can go to here. You'll find a truck file, which I had already removed and then renamed to this. You can rename it to anything. You could just do that and it'll work. But the next step is what I had done before, which is copy that and then paste it into there. Then you go all the way into mesh wheels. Which then you are going to be greeted by this. You copy to whatever your wheel is showing on the rim which you want. Then you copy it over to the car which you desired it on. Which in this scenario I chose the Renault Sport Clio V6 Phase 2. If I sound very unamused, it's because I want to be asleep. But because someone in the server needed help, I am going to help. Well, it'd suck more as if my microphone wasn't working at all. Then I'll be very sad. And I'm not going to be going through this entire video just to double check. In the case of your wheel not being in the correct direction, change your R to L and your L to R, but only do that in the case of your after testing, because sometimes it works first try, sometimes it doesn't. You do not need this anymore at this point. Then you move this over to your mods folder. Close rigs of rods, then open it back up again. Here we are, we had just loaded in. Find your cars in fresh. And let's see. Okay, that's not good. Alright, so after going back into the file, you may have seen on video I had made a slight mistake and didn't copy in the last one. I forgot to fully copy over all of the numbers. So I left the 14 in. You'll see in the video I made that little mishap. Once again, we're all human. Mistakes happen. As you can see, after that, you have successfully had your wheels placed in. However, if you really care about looks, you can mess around with your fitment, which I will teach you real quick. If not, thank you for watching, and bye-bye. If not, I will keep resuming the video. Now, although this is already confusing enough, it gets a little bit more confusing. So, I'm going to do this slowly but fast, as I'm nearly near my free marker where if I go over 15 minutes, it will make me pay. I don't want to pay. So you see these numbers right here, it changes for each vehicle. MZ2, it is 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113. MV4, it's something, I don't remember. But this one is, I think this is the Isbra. I don't remember how to correctly pronunciate it. So these numbers correlate for your nodes. So 80 to 84, usually what I do is I move it by a tenth of a node, a tenth of a percent. Oops, 8. I'm gonna do this off camera to speed up the process, but basically for each car, if you want perfect fitment, you just have to remember what your node 1 and node 2 are, which are going to be these numbers. And as I said before, they change for each vehicle, which is why this is always complicated for new people. I am not the best at explaining, and I am already near 3 a.m. I don't know how the fuck time passes fast. Wow. So, it should be obvious whenever you are done editing your fitment, you just save the file and then paste it back in now. Make sure to close your rigs of rods, and then reopen it. Oh my goodness, I gotta redo this one more. Alright, there we go. Now you see on my screen again. Okay. Alright, let's see if I have the fitment right. Alright. Reload current vehicle. What the fucking do? I didn't make a fucking difference. What the hell? So as it turns out, it actually did make a bit of a difference in the front. I just didn't notice. Whoops. Sometimes it makes small differences, sometimes it makes big differences. You just gotta keep an eye out for it. I can't even read at this point. I don't know if I'm doing this right or if I'm somehow falling asleep during this. If I'm just rambling in my sleep, that would be even more fucking funnier. No, that's too much. What the fuck? I'm gonna just end off the video here. Fuck this. Where's the office? There we go.